Okay, beauty. So we are starting off with this video on Canva. I'm just going to show you guys how I edit all my thumbnails for YouTube. So first things first, you want to get a Canva account. Now you will need a pro account to get all the access to everything I'm going to be showing you guys. So I'm just going to search right now some YouTube thumbnail backgrounds, and I'm going to be searching brown aesthetic. So right now, as you see, you guys can see that I'm scrolling and I'm trying to find something that is brown. So yeah, I found it. So now I'm going to start removing everything. So you just want to go to your delete button and just click on each of these little displays or little, whatever you want to call them. Just click on those. You're going to start deleting all the little icons everywhere, all the little pictures, and we're going to start off with a fresh canvas. All right, so now we're going to start looking at some other stuff. Okay, now we're going to go to my camera roll and we're going to take one of my pictures that I recently took, and I'm just going to paste it right here. And then we're going to select another one as well, and you're going to paste that as well. Okay, I'm just going to line these up and I'm going to start editing how I want them to look. But first I'm going to use this tool which removes the background. So like I said, if you have the Pro Canva, you can do a background remover, and that's just going to give you that nice thumbnail looking, look. Now you are going to have to play around with this for a little while just to get it to be your perfect, thumbnail that you want. So this usually takes me anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, depending on how I, want to have my videos. I'm also going to remove the background from this one as well. As you guys can see, it comes out so nice when you do that, and it looks really professional. Now, I did have to crop this one a lot to try to get it to be the same size and still show some of my arms, my arms or whatever, because as you see right now, I'm like cut out. So I want to bring my arm back in the picture just a little bit. So you will have to play with this and just try to get it to line up perfectly. Yeah, this took me a little while. I'm not even gonna lie. It definitely sometimes it takes longer than other days for me to really, edit the pictures the way I want them to. But eventually it does work out, and then, life is good again. It's definitely a patience thing. So you have to have patience and you just have to trust the process. Because while you guys are watching, you're probably like, okay, this is just a little too crazy. But once you get it, you get it. You know, they say the girls that get it, get it. No, I'm joking. So as you guys can see, we're starting to look better now. We got ourselves in a frame now. So now I'm just going to take this position and I'm going to move it forward. You will see this when you go to position. You can have this move forward so that your pictures kind of overlap. So I really like to use that feature a lot because it just makes the thumbnail look so much more professional. And like I said, you guys, this is probably the tedious process. The most tedious process is getting all the pictures to be like the same length, making sure one doesn't look higher than the other. So you are going to have to play with your pictures. And I try to make sure that my head is not cut out at the top. So that's why you see me going back and forth, just trying to make sure like everything is in the frame. So now I'm going to crop this again. So as you guys can see, I do want to put my hair back in the picture, so I scrolled out just to make sure that you can still see my hairline. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my camera roll again, and I'm gonna get another photo. As you guys see, I took a lot of photos that day. I'm gonna select this one and I'm gonna put it right in the middle, and I'm gonna go right back to that same little feature where I take out the background in the photo. But first I want to line it up, and I just want to make sure that everything is looking good. And once again, we're going to move this forward with that positioner. So I really try to make all my textures the same size, and now we're using the background remover once again. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing and this isn't a little too complicated for you guys. And if you want to, I can also do some one-on-one classes if that's something that interests you. You can just, message me in the comments and we can chat offline if you want to learn how to do this one-on-one. So now I want to make my photos all look the same shade, and I'm going to move this one forward as well. That one I couldn't move forward. I don't know why, but it wouldn't let me do it. So we're just going to keep moving. So now I'm just trying to line it up, making sure they're all the same height. And now I'm going to change the color to make them look more of the same shade. I don't know why it didn't let me show you guys how I did that, but there is a feature in Canva where you go and you can use a certain filter that they have. I think I used the solar filter. All right, so now I'm gonna look for some elements, and like I said, this is on the Pro Canva, so you will have to have Pro to use some of these elements. So I'm gonna type in palm, I'm gonna type in leaves. And as you guys can see, they all come up. I'm just gonna snatch one of these and I'm just gonna make it smaller. Yeah, I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna push it right in the corner. Okay, and I'm gonna duplicate that. So we have two. So now that we have two, I'm gonna move the other one to the other side, and I'm gonna flip this one around. Or yeah, I'm gonna flip this one around so they can both look the same on each side. So you just want to take that little button. There is going to be a button on your screen that's going to let you flip. And just like that, I flipped it around. And now I'm going to look for some gold frame. All right, now we got our gold frames. And I did take this one at the top. I'm gonna select this one. Now, I didn't end up using this one just because it was a little difficult for me to use without it being directly in my face. But I could have flipped it over and used it the other way. But I ended up just going back and doing something else. But as you guys can see, that's pretty much what you would do if you wanted to make a frame. You could do it that way. So yeah, I really tried to get this to work. I could have probably flipped it upside down, but I was like, no, we'll go back and find something else. So I actually found like a gold line, like a speck of gold. As you guys can see, we got some gold accents now. All right, so we're gonna use this one right here. I have used this one before, so I really like it. I zoomed in a little bit so you guys can see, and I'm gonna paste this right here. I'm gonna zoom out just a little more, and I'm just gonna make this a little smaller. Now you just want to drag that down and place it just, where you want it. Now we're gonna go into some fonts. I love the fonts that they have. I'm gonna do like a neon pink font. So let's grab that one that we see. Yep, we're gonna click on the glow one. I'm gonna make this smaller so it fits into that gold frame. All right, so now I'm gonna go on my keyboard and I'm going to change what the words say. So I was trying to think of what to say, and I'm just like, oh, let's just do it, girl. That's a trendy, popular phrase right now. Just to give you guys some, inspo or whatever. That's what I did. I put some exclamation points, and I'm just going to make my font stretch out so that it aligns right, you know, perfectly with that gold accent that we have. All right, now if you guys did want to make an animated video, you can't make animated thumbnails, but just for the video purposes, I'm gonna animate this so it looks like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.